have many categories of awards winners. So congratulations to all the award winners. Give me a round of applause. Okay, so a brief introduction about myself. I am Dr. Mukta Bansal. I am from CCEB. CCEB stands for School of Chemistry, Chemical Engineering and Biotechnology. This school falls under both College of Engineering and College of Science. So we are considered to be a first of its kind interdisciplinary school in Singapore. And a brief introduction about myself, I would take this liberty to add my achievements over there. I am an educator, I am a researcher. So my research is on supply chain management, mathematical modeling. I teach the courses for chemical engineering all from year 1 to year 4. Apart from that, some of my achievements which I am really proud of, and in this event I think I can proudly share that I am also associated with Institute of Engineers Singapore. I am also associated with SUI. SUI stands for Society of Women's Engineers. I am the VP Academics for that, and I speak for the women. I encourage, inspire and young females to join that STEM. I am also the faculty advisor for the NTU SUI chapter to motivate the women to stay in this. Read about it. Like if I compare it from my time, I studied in India and my undergrad and postgrad is from India. I'm from IIT Kanpur and my PhD is from NUS Singapore. And after that, I stayed in Singapore. So that's my journey. But at my time, women in engineering, especially in chemical engineering, sorry, I forgot to mention, I'm a chemical engineer. Okay. So at my time, women in chemical engineering were very limited. So if I remember correctly, it was around 2% all, and at the aim of pursuing economic advantage. Supply chain is a network of facilities that performs procurement of material, transformation of these materials into finished and semi-finished products, then distribution of these products, and then finally selling to the customer centers. This is a petroleum refinery supply chain. Chemical and process industry supply chain have distinct features and they require special attention unlike other supply chains. In this diagram, I am showing you the refinery supply chain. So refining is a complex process that transforms crude oil into valuable products. It's all started with the production of the crude oil from the oil and gas fields platform. After pre-treatment and then storage, they are transported via very large crude carriers or LNG tankers to various refineries across the world. Then in the refinery, they are converted into intermediate chemicals which are used as a feedstock to the petrochemical plants. And then also in addition to that, we have some final products which are the jet fuel, aviation fuel for transportation. So what is the advantage of unlocking supply chain? Supplier of DuPont. And of course, who can forget about COVID-19? So supply chain requires more improvements. So what DuPont did to navigate these challenges, they collaborated with EY and implemented a digital supply chain planning platform known as Supply Chain Cockpit. And with that, they were able to look at various aspects of the supply chain, starting from the material availability, inventory, suppliers, material fulfillment, their warehouses, and the demand fulfillment capacity. So what it did, this digital platform, it enhanced the visibility for these DuPont and also fulfilled the demand at the right time, at the right place. Material procurement, why not logistics? Because logistics is also a very important and integral part of the chemical supply chain. Material cost is one of the most weighted costs in the supply chain. If I look at the oil and gas, material cost contributes around 80% of the total production cost. If you look at automobiles, it goes up to 60%. If we look at the food industry, it can go up to 70% of the production cost. So of course we can say that if we can do a good job in the material procurement, we can make our supply chain to be more efficient. So that was the motivation to work on the procurement of raw materials. And here is a case study where we have 5 production sites and we have a centralized procurement department. And in this is a small case study. We are producing 2 products, and it requires 10 different raw materials. We have different suppliers situated all over the world, and we are following a contract selection strategy. In the different modeling software, we implemented that. It resulted in a mixed integer linear programming model, and after our mathematical model, we modeled the suppliers, we modeled all different types of the contracts, objectives, and constraints. So these are the details. If anyone is interested, we can talk about it after the session. And so that was our mathematical model, and after doing that, this is the optimal model, but I would go to the optimal solution. So from 1.8 million, our mathematical model was able to reduce this cost to 1.5 million, which is a 15% reduction. So that was the motivation for the mathematical model. After that, after we saw the success of this mathematical model, we implemented it on some industrial case studies. We worked with some industries, and we implemented our mathematical model for their supply chain, and we were able to